Today we're unboxing the Myphitic Blight hauler, the second Death Guard Easy Build kit that's just come out from Games Workshop. So let's pop it open and have a look at the contents. So we've got a single sprue, a large base, and a little instruction booklet with the rules and an example painted model. So, looking at it, look at the rules. No penalty for moving and firing heavy weapons. It's got a sort of mini flamer, which is higher strength. It's got a missile launcher which can go frag or crack, and it's got a multi-melter. So it's got two strength 8 weapons that do d6 damage for hitting tanks with. One's at AP -2 and one's at AP -4, and melter. If you get within 12 inches, you roll 2 dice and take the highest when determining damage. Sorry, 3 of these is 21 power, which gives you the tri-load bonus, which gives you +1 to hit. Also, any Death Guard infantry within 7 inches get the benefit of cover when they're making armor saves, and it's got a 5+ invulnerable demonic save. So, it's a nice little unit. It's toughness 7, wounds 8, 3+ save, reasonable in close combat, 3 attacks at strength 6 at AP -2, doing 1 damage each, but get it within 12 inches and it can do an awful lot of damage to enemy infantry or enemy vehicles. So, let's have a look at the sprue itself. So, looking at it, you've got 2 large pieces there, 2 pieces for the missile launcher, 2 pieces for the multi-melter, some track pieces. So I'm going to come back in a second, having removed everything from the sprue and given it a clean. With all the pieces cleaned, separated from the sprue and ready to assemble, I'll be assembling them using my Tamiya clear plastic cement. So I'm going to start with these 2 pieces. So this pops into here. You can see how it fits in without needing glue. So I'm going to, well, I was going to separate that and pop it back in with glue, but it looks like I totally should have put the glue in before I did that, because that's now a fairly solid joint. This section, however, will then go on, and I will glue this. Because then I'll get some nice even joins where it's required. So a bit of glue on the end of these pegs. And on these pieces, so it should join without any issues. Come on, what is that? I'm going to press that bit in quite hard, and with a bit of glue push that in as hard as I can to weld it into one piece. I may need to use a little bit of liquid green stuff here to ensure a smooth join. After doing that, what I want to do is pop this on here to give a smooth bit underneath. But again, I'm going to apply the glue before I start pushing things into place. in order to get a good smooth join. I'm now going to stick together the multi-mortar. Like so. I'm going to take this piece and I am going to put the missile launcher into place. So that's going to go in there. What I want to do before I do so, of course, is to apply the glue, because I think the odds of me getting it out after I've applied the glue are pretty slim. So in that goes. And push that in quite hard. Try and get that in all the way. Again, maybe that I add a tiny bit of liquid green stuff to that to get that to go in all the way. I'm wondering if trimming just a smidge off the end of that will give me the join I need to push this guy in all the way. Yep. So next time I assemble one of these, I'm going to trim a little bit off the peg on this side. So, bit of glue here, bit of glue here, bit of glue here, bit of glue here. On these, bit of glue here, bit of glue here. And there. And there we go, that's that piece done. Next piece. I don't think I can overstate how important it is to apply a bit of glue to the pegs to soften them so that they go in. That's that bit done. Now, if we have a look at here, okay, that's making a lot more sense. That goes in there. This goes in here. Like so. Which is why, kids, it's important to check the instructions. Because that goes in there like that. And this then comes in here like this. There we go. We've got a base here that it will fit nicely in. However, I'm going to hold off basing until I've painted it. A, because there's a lot of detail that will be quite hard to get to once it's painted. But B, because it means that I can do the base quite nicely. But that is what the finished model looks like. Here's the finished Blight Hauler. You can see how long it took me to put together, even with the mistakes I made. A little bit of liquid green stuff in some of the joins, here and here, but there's nothing else that really needs filling in. And I'm going to see what a little polystyrene cement in there can do, even at this stage, just to make the joint a little more complete. Some people do use pegs for things like this, or string, and I wouldn't necessarily advise against it, because what you want is for the joins to be as close as possible, and then to fill in any little gaps that you get. So this is ready to be based and then undercoated, but my thoughts on the kit. It's a very nice little kit. It gives you a nice little tankette. That's a great little support for your Death Guard. I've seen a lot of people buy these in 3s, and I am not going to say they're wrong to, because I think getting 3 of these at a time on the table is going to be the way to go, because it makes you hit on 3+, and it means that 3 of these come in behind a Land Raider or something like that, hit on 3s, they'll do several D6 damages from the multi-melters. They've got the crack missiles as well. They've got the little semi-flamer thing, Bile Spurt, as well. They can do quite a lot of damage. I think it's a great little kit. I think it's definitely worth the price, particularly if you can get it even at a slight discount. But I'd absolutely, if I was playing Death Guard, which I do, have several in my force. So it also looks like it'd be a lovely little kit to paint up, because there's lots of detail on it. For an easy build snap fit kit, they've all, the New Games Workshop ones, had enormous amounts of detail that looks like it'll paint up really nice. So this was my quick review and build of the Myphitic Blight Hauler for the Death Guard from Games Workshop. If you've liked the video, hit like or subscribe, well, preferably and both. If you feel strongly, leave a comment below. Otherwise, good gaming.